Alright guys, Blanchy is back with a Virtual Pro lookalike compilation. Now the reason that's a compilation, guys, is because these are ones that I've tried to do. You can see the list there. Some of the names you wouldn't have seen yet, and that's because I'm not happy with them, guys. So what I've decided to do is put all the ones that I'm not 100% happy with, or well, I've not been 100% happy with many, but the ones that I'm not too sure whether to put up. So what I decided to do was go through the list, see who I've got, who I've not put up yet, who I'm not quite happy with, and then give you the choice. Basically, I will show you all the pros that I've done that you have not seen yet, and then you can decide if there's any that you would like me to show you the settings for. Basically, first up we've got storage. Now with every single one of these guys, I can tweak them and get them to look a little bit more, but some are just ain't having it. But I could do what I've done with the Suarez one, and if there's enough demand, then obviously I would put it up even though I'm not happy with it. The Fellaini one is going to be a hard one because not many of you are going to have unlocked the giant afro, but that's what you need to make him really look like him. Otherwise I would be quite happy with this one. The face in itself looks quite like Fellaini, but unless you get the hair. Now the Hazard one I'm not that disappointed with. That's probably the best of the rest. You know, I could do a few tweaks and maybe get that one to look a bit more like him. Then we've got Company, who I'm really not happy with. I must admit I did get to one point and just left it, so this wouldn't have been the finished article. I can tweak him a lot more, but Company's got such a strange shaped head. He's really hard to replicate. And this Thiago Silva one, the biggest problem with this one was his hair. I really couldn't get a hairstyle similar to Thiago Silva, but I'm pretty confident if I tweak this one, I may be able to get that look a lot more like Thiago Silva. What do you think, guys? And then the Cavani one, I'm not too disappointed again with the Cavani one. It's okay. It's as good as others that I've seen out, but I just felt, you know, maybe I could get him to look a little bit more like it. So what do you think, guys? The hairstyle's pretty good, you know, and in game that would look. And then this Iron Robin one, I have tried this one a couple of times. I'm really not happy with how it looks at the minute, guys, so don't crucify me for that. But I've really tried hard and for quite a long while to mess around with this one, and that one is one of the ones that's just not having it. And then there's Philip Lahm. A lot of these have been requests, guys, and the reason you haven't seen them yet obviously is because I'm not happy with them. But this Philip Lahm one, I don't think is too bad. That's not brilliant. And then we've got the big man, Ronaldo. I have tried and tried and tried with this one, and that's really hard to replicate. I think I would need to change the eyes slightly and maybe the mouth slightly to get him look a little bit more, or maybe resemble him. If you made him the right height and weight in game, he would look like him. And then Neymar. Now I'm reasonably happy with the Neymar one, but again the problem is the hairstyle. Now I wouldn't use this one personally, I would just use the mohawk. But then we've got Czech, and I've got to say, guys, I am happy with Czech, but not many of you want goalkeepers, but I am really happy with Czech, and that is why I'm going to show you him without the helmet on, because he looks even more like him. And I was quite, well, I'm happy with the Czech one. If you wanted that one up, I wouldn't do anything with it, I would just put it up. And then another goalkeeper, Neuer. Now Neuer is really strange because he's got a short stubby nose, so you concentrate on that, and I don't think that's too bad. That's not brilliant, but again, if I was to put him up, probably wouldn't do much more to him. And then we've got Paul Pogba, who's really awkward to do. He looks very much like Balotelli in real life and when you start messing around with him, but this was about the best I could get Pogba. You know, I had my girlfriend looking at it as well, and looking at the pictures, looking at the profile, and that was about as best as we could get. But anyway, guys, we're coming to the end of the video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.